Yo, what up YouTube? Back at you with another video. Been a minute. Not much to say in regards to Kratom at this point, regarding like my care of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's but it's pretty cool how I'm getting people that I guess are just finding the channel. So it's like they'll ask questions or tell me where they're at on videos that, you know, I have made quite a while ago. You know, sorry. Sorry about that. Early bird gets the worm. Fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. It's actually pretty decent morning. New York weather's trash. That's one thing I miss about Vegas, man. Like, damn, the withdrawals in Vegas were so damn easy because it was sunny every fucking day. So it's hard to be mad when it's sunny as shit. Anyway, where was I going with this? Okay, so a lot of times in anything, it's gonna take discipline to get there, right? But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of y'all may think you don't have discipline, but you do. As an addict, you do have discipline, because even if you are broke or going through withdrawal, the mere thought of, you know what, let me just go to a gas station or 7-Eleven or a smoke shop to pick up the junk, you'll be highly motivated to do so. You know what I'm saying? So that's discipline in and of itself, because you're doing something even when you don't want to, you know? So I know all too well how it calls you. You know, that Kratom call comes, and damn, it's hard, man. But you can do it. You know, you can definitely do it. I keep saying, the two hardest things really, I mean, the sleep is obviously number one. Like, insomnia is by far the hardest part of this process. But right behind it is going to be, not watery eyes, but right behind it is going to be like the anhedonia and the boredom, really, really dark thoughts. You might have really, really dark thoughts. And then, yeah, you know, during the acute stage, that's the hardest part. And then I think the hardest part of all, though, is after you get some time under your belt and you're no longer dealing with the acutes. That's when it becomes even harder to say no, you know, because your mind will start making excuses as to why you can or should use again, and that's the hardest part, in my opinion. You know, sorry. Yeah, the hardest part, in my opinion, is after the acutes. You know, in the beginning, progress is going to be slow. I wouldn't really look at things day to day. So don't look at it like, all right, well, day one, how am I going to feel on day two? How am I going to feel on day three? All those days, except for maybe day one. Because day one, you actually might sleep if you're lucky. You know, like, you're going to feel the beginnings of it, but you're not going to be that uncomfortable. It's kind of like, whatever. Like, you'll have like, appetite low, watery eyes, lethargy, not as bad, but you will have like an overall malaise about just doing anything. You know, like, you might just stay in bed all day, which isn't the right thing to do, but it's understandable. The second day is when I say things start to get like real, and that's when the withdrawal comes in waves. And then at that point, you're dealing with, again, the no appetite. The anhedonia starts to kick in pretty good. The uncomfortable feelings, the akathisia starts to kind of kick in, especially night two. Day two might not be that bad, but once like the evening comes and night comes, you're gonna be squirming. Very, very bored. What else? Yeah, all the symptoms that you can read about, that's what you're gonna be dealing with. And then day three is the same. It's on repeat. There's really no difference, and if anything, it's probably worse. You know, like day three, night three is gonna be worse. Now day four, I'm telling you, this is a tricky bag, because sometimes day four could be an excellent day, you know, and you might think that you're done, you know, like, because you might start getting some relief. But as I've said multiple times, pain and withdrawal is non-linear. So day four might be good. The nighttime, not so much, but it won't be as bad as like nights 2 or 3. Like, you will feel like there's an improvement. Like, it's less intense. Day 5, for me, always really sucked. That's when like the boredom really kicks in, right? Because you've pushed past the hardest parts of it. You know, you try to occupy your mind as much as you can. And now you're just at the point where it's like, yo, this is crazy, you know? Like, if you were a drinker and you get a hangover, it lasts a day. I mean, depending on your age. Like, when I was in my 20s, hangovers lasted about 6 hours with a Gatorade, you know? At the age I'm at now, hangover would last damn near 2 days, 3 days. Sorry. That's New York for you. But yeah, like, this is like a fucking week hangover. A 1 week hangover, but like with horrible. Because at least when you're hungover, you can sleep. Oh, and then there you go. So day 5, still no sleep. And just an overall blah day and it's not even like that's a one-time thing. Like, every time I've gone through withdrawal, day 5 has been forgettable. Like, it's always been like a shitty day, but it's like, you get like glimpses of like things getting better, and then nighttime comes and it's like the same shit, and then at this point you're just really annoyed with the whole process. Day 6. Day 6 is like a little better than day 5. Like, it's not as forgettable, but like and you do feel a bit of relief from day 5 and day 4. Like, day 6 is kind of like a better day 4, you know, because at this point you're kind of done with it, you know. Like, and what I mean by that is mentally, your body, if you haven't been sleeping at all, you can feel your body is going to start to just like shut down, you know? But the lethargy can start easing up a bit, but you still do have all the symptoms that you've had to deal with. And then nighttime comes and it's pretty much like day 5 or night 5, but it eases up, you know, like it eases up. And then that's why I always tell y'all, it's really, sorry again, what you should do is always like look at it, and I know it's tough because you do want to just take it a day at a time, but with this process, what I've noticed, it's every 3 days, all right? Every 3 days, there's an improvement, okay? Which brings me to day 7. Day 7 is a mixed bag. Like, and again, this is all depending upon how much you've been taking, how long, and all that, you know. But I'm going off of like if you're doing a good amount, not a crazy high amount, like in the hundreds, but like if you're doing like from like 35, 45 to like 65 grams a day, this is pretty much what you're gonna go through. Anything less, it'll be quicker. Anything more, you already know. So yeah, so where we were, a week under your belt. Once you get a week under your belt, mentally, you are in a much better place. You feel the improvement, but this is a dangerous time because now the acutes will start to dissolve a little bit. Like you'll start feeling yourself again to a degree. Sleep is still going to be hard to come by. You'll start sneezing a lot, but music sounds a lot better. You might start getting a very high internal flame to make up for lost time, you know, because the last couple of days you've been a slug. So now it's like, oh shit, I actually feel halfway decent. You know, that's why a week is so important, in my opinion, on this withdrawal journey of you guys, of all of us. A week is important. Like that's a milestone that you gotta pat yourself on the back for. Because now it all gets easier physically. So now you get to day 8, which again, every time, day 8 is forgettable. Day 8 is just like day 5, just a lot less intense. And you might have the remnants of, again, no sleep and a little, unbelievable, fucking condom. Oh yeah, that brings to another one. So yeah, day 8, you're gonna have a little uncomfortability at night. So sleep is still gonna be tough, but it's so much easier than the previous first 2 to 3 nights that you've been dealing with this. So like you're gonna see the improvement, and you'll be seeing the improvement in your skin, your face, all of that. And your hair will stop pouring out of your head by about day 6. So yeah, day 8. Oh, you also might start getting emotional at that point. So like you might start crying while listening to music. And then day 9, which honestly for me, every withdrawal, day 9 has always been pretty much the sign that I made it, you know, which is dangerous. That's a dangerous time when you start getting into the week and a half mark. Like day 9 and 10, those are, sorry. Damn, my bad. But yeah, days 9 and 10, which were very similar, but those were really, really good days. You may not sleep, but you're not going to be uncomfortable while being awake. You know, like you'll be more than okay. You just can't sleep, which is an annoyance, but it ain't that bad. And you might get some sleep. You might get like 3-4 hours worth. And then yeah, that's pretty much where I would stop. As far as looking at days in advance, you know, because like when you're on day 1, you look at day 2, same shit. Day 2, you look at 3, 4, and so on and so forth. By the time you're on day 3, sometimes you might look, you know, day 6 and 7 and shit, think that it's so far away. And, you know, time is so fucked up while you're going through cranial withdrawal because it's slow as molasses. And then next thing you know, man, the shit just fucking flies. It's like, I swear, like, the days when you're not going through withdrawal because you're actually getting shit done or trying to, you have something to do that your mind is on instead of thinking about your next, dose. It just goes incredibly fast. So yeah, like by day 9, 10, I can honestly tell you, like that's, you're in the clear. And then, yeah, you know, day 10 was always a good day for me. even night 10 at that point, you might get like a remnant of like the jolts and shit, but it's nothing you can't handle because you're just like, it's a joke to you compared to what you've been used to, you know. It's like going from like curling 45s to curling a 10, you know. It's like, oh, okay, this is cake. And then yeah, once you get to the, you know, days 13 and 14, I don't really think you're gonna be dealing with any withdrawal. Truthfully, by day 12, it should be pretty much a wrap, you know. Because what I feel is that, or really what I think is, after a certain amount of time, you have to stop counting the days and start living life again, you know, and just doing what you got to do. Because otherwise, it's like you just kind of stay in this fog. And that's what also happens by like day 9 is the fog lifts, like that cloud that you feel is always over you. It starts to lift. And then at this point you start getting the pink cloud. And that's a dangerous time as well, probably the most dangerous, because as your body tries to find homeostasis, your emotions are going to be, you'll be riding high for a good while, you know. I'd say you'd be riding high a couple hours at a time during that time, and it's intoxicating. It's a greater high than you'll ever get on Kratom. And then as a result, your mind tricks on you and says, yo, you know what make this even better? Because as addicts, we're always looking for an enhancement. That's how they get you. That's how it gets you. So be mindful of that. And excuse me, you should be okay. You know, like, it's not something that's insurmountable. Trust me on that. You can do it. We all have had to go through hell to get to the other side, but the other side is definitely worth it. But it's really just about, you know, I'd say 4 to 5 hard days. Because after you go through those hard days, the dial gets turned down, and then it's just, it's not as bad after that, you know. So, you know, keep this in mind, especially at the beginning of your journey. Like, just keep in mind that it ends, you know, it really does. And people say it all the time, and it's easy to say, but you gotta like keep your mind occupied somehow, get some kind of activity going, and kind of develop a healthy hatred of this shit, you know. Like, it'll help you if you hate it. Because I'm gonna tell you, I hated the person I was on Kratom, you know, truly. Very selfish, quick to anger, entitled, like a little fucking kid, you know. Said things that I didn't mean to a lot of people that I really cared about, and just wasted a whole bunch of time and money, you know. So yeah, get off the shit. And then I'm seeing again these 087s are popping up everywhere, and yeah, from what I'm hearing, it's even worse than you know, the shots, or, you know, whatever. It's more potent from what I'm hearing. But again, it's all the same shit. Like, even oxy withdrawal, it's the same process, you know. Like, it's just way more intense. But that's pretty much all I got, man. I just want y'all to know, especially some of the newer people, what you can expect while going through this shit, man. Like, and it is, don't think for 1 second that it's easy. Like, I don't want to give that impression at all. Like, it's not easy. but it's necessary. And when you do get on the other side, it's nothing like it, man. Like, and you'll know when you're there. Like, when you wake up refreshed after a good night's sleep finally, you start really appreciating the little things, you know. And you're gonna have a lot of regrets on the way you behaved while your mind was altered on this bullshit, man. And trust me, your bank account's gonna thank you, as will your body. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, stomach issues and libido, that's definitely gonna be affected. Yeah, by like the third, fourth day, man, you're gonna feel like a teenager. Like, it's crazy. Like, you're, man, yeah. But again, your sensitivity is gonna be off, so you busting nuts in seconds, man. It's embarrassing, it's pathetic, you know. But these are things that, you know, you have to work out, and time is actually the only remedy. There's not, you know, vitamin C, all the shit people like to tell you. Oh, you know, take this, take that. I'm not saying they won't help, but in the beginnings, you won't feel like they're doing shit, you know. Towards the second week, though, you will. Like, if you keep maintaining with that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking multivitamins daily, vitamin C, nothing wrong with taking any of those things. Just don't expect it to be a panacea of some kind, like where it helps. Is like, it's not going to be a noticeable help until this shit's out of your system. And then, yeah, you could definitely feel the effects of anything you put in your body. Coffee, vitamin C, whatever. But trying to think what else I could say to some of the newer people that can help you guys, especially in the beginning, because that's the hardest part. Like, getting started. Like, you have no momentum right now, but if you get some momentum, like I said, you get 3-4 days under your belt, you know. Oh, what you could do, I don't recommend this because I won't say it hasn't worked for me, but it's dangerous to do. Like, if you're able, like they say taper, I don't believe in taper. I think cold turkey, but like, if you get to a point where you can't sleep or whatever, if you could take a little something just to kind of ease your mind or put your mind at ease, to help you get some rest, you know, in the beginnings, I don't think that would hurt, but at the same time, that's a slippery slope. So I can't recommend doing that. You know, I can't in good conscience say that. Like, I'm a big proponent of cold turkey. So once you're done, you got to be done. And then be careful for switching addictions. So, you know, be careful with indulging in other things while withdrawing from kratom, because you'll just be right back on the wheel. And again, I got experience with all this shit, so I'm not talking out of my ass. But I truly mean it when I tell you, you could do it, and that it is going to be about a week-long thing. So, you know, prepare mentally for that. Like, it doesn't really start to get real until days 2 and 3. And then, yeah, just hang on. Man, that's it, just hang on. So, yeah, thank you for all my subscribers, the ones that have been here since Feel Freeze, stuck around through these past 7-8 months of honestly the lowest the lowest times of my life have been during these last 7-8 months. And you're still here, baby. Yeah. You know, so you can always persevere. It's all a mindset, no matter what. And yeah, just keep pushing, keep pushing. What I've always noticed is that the moment you've reached like where you can't take it no more, that's the moment where it like stops. Like that's when your body just shuts down. That's when you start to sleep. And once you start to sleep, the healing process, the detox process goes a lot faster, you know, and you got momentum now. So, you know, sorry, didn't really mean to make this that long, but what the hell? Yeah, sorry. But there's, you know, these aren't, I'm not making videos as frequently, nor will I. So I want to get out as much info to those that are going through it now as I possibly can. Yeah, just paying it forward to all the newcomers now, and obviously some of the faithfuls that may be still going through it. Kind of just remind you guys, like, look, you can do it, and we got to do it. It just starts with a choice and sticking to it, you know, and don't beat yourself up over relapses or slip-ups. Just fix them, you know. So don't beat yourself up. Happens to the best of us. Many of us have tried to quit before and, you know, ended up right back on the wagon or fell off the horse and had to get back on it. That's a part of the journey too, you know. But it is nice to see Kratom getting like more recognition for, you know, what the withdrawal process is like. And, you know, I'm seeing a lot of new channels popping up, and that's good to see. That's good to see, because the info has to get out there. A lot of us, I don't think, realize what they're getting into while indulging in Kratom, because a lot of us are dealing with harder stuff, and Kratom is definitely the lesser of many evils, but it's still evil. But yeah, let me stop. It's getting windy. I don't want to sound like I'm doing a weatherman and shit. So look, you guys take care. It'll be fine. Stay the course. Y'all got this, man. Peace.